Gotta get the buttons right, Graham. Even know how you're doing. Looks like my internet's doing silly things. It's wet and windy here, so that always messes our internet up. So hopefully we'll be okay. Oh, and there's the rain hammering down again. Oh well, it is as forecast. Right, we got quite a few in already. Chris is in. Chris Milak. I have a go, Chris. Simon's World. Hi, Simon. Rolf's in. Reminds him of the one he had in junior school in the 60s. Afternoon, Rob. How are you? Michael, hi. Hi, Michael. Mac Vision. Hi, Mac Vision. How are you? Derek's in. Bit of a short one. You've got to run the ARS 2-meter net. Wow. You can still watch. Just have the volume turned off, Doug. Or have some headphones on. Have an earplug in, mate. Mac's better half's gone out. He's got beer ready. Nice. David, how you doing? David Tagg. Dave Rhodes. Hi, Dave. Radio show yesterday. Why does the dial appear to go 0 to 100? I think it was. It didn't really want to put any station markings on there, Dave. So it didn't really equate to any stations. The later models, they did put a couple stations on, but the early ones, they didn't put any stations on at all. They basically just wanted you to listen to the German broadcast, and that was it. You know, the national radio station. Evening, Nick. Hi, Les. Colin's in. Hi, Colin. Timothy. Hi, Timothy. Anthony Carter. Wholly Unaware. David Roberts. Sunny in New York. It's all right for some, Doug, isn't it? Phil Taylor, how you doing, Phil? Multi's in. Jess is in. And Jason. Jess and Jason. Mick McGinn. Happy Christmas to you as well, mate. Max getting battered by Storm Barra. The wind speed is 50 mile an hour. Yeah, I think that's about what it is here. And we've been holed up all day. We've been sat in watching films, and sadly we can't find my copy of Elf. It's catastrophe. You can't do Christmas without having Elf on the telly, can you? And the other one that I can't get without paying for it is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. What's going on? What is going on? I've got to pay for it. It's crazy. I've actually had to order a copy from eBay, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I was determined I was going to watch it. Afternoon, Aston. How are you, mate? The cool people. 100 over there. Flipping out, Rob. Evening, Rob Tiveridge. Well, today we had to continue from yesterday because I've still got a room full of radios here. Absolutely jam-packed full. So full, I can't move in here. Plus, we've got a massive, great signal generator that's probably going to take the ceiling out. So yeah, we've got, how many radios we've got? We've got 2, 4, 6, 7 radios, a CB radio, and a video camera. So where do we go first? I think the first thing we've got to do is go to our old friend Penguin, haven't we? We've got to see what he's up to, haven't we? Here he is. Oh dear. I think it is the 7th, isn't it, today? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's the 7th today. So we've got to open number 7, and he's right by Penguin's head, look. Well, just to one side. So we better get that one open before Penguin gets aggressive. He might start throwing bottles at me in a minute, else. Let's get Penguin out. Where's number 7, Penguin? Oh, over there. Okay, thank you. And we have got something in there. What? Oh, Mrs. Cruncher sort of be right out there. Trappist beer, look, shimmy. I think that's how you pronounce it. Shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy. And I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me right, that this is hellish strong. Oh no. Oh no. Let's have a look. This is obviously Belgian beer. It's a Trappist ale. Originally brewed by the Trappist monks. I don't know if it still is. And it's all in Belgian. So I haven't got a clue. If we've got any Belgian readers in the house, let's see if I can get it in the overhead camera for all you Belgian translators who can tell me what this is. Let's see if I can get it under the camera. Have we got any Belgians in the house? Here we go. Let me just prop that up with someone to stop it rolling around. Give it another blast with the autofocus. And go in a bit closer. Any clues, anybody? I'm trying to see the strength. Oh hell, it's 9%. That's 9%. It's ale. Hi, Steve. It's not really ale, is it? What do you call it? It's a Belgian Trappist beer, isn't it? I don't know what you would call it. It's not a lager. It's not a real ale. It's a Trappist ale. It's almost like a barley wine, but it's not. Cheers, Rob. Thank you, mate. More beers. Yeah, 9%. That's not for the faint-hearted, is it, really? Yeah, 9%. Well, you never know. Put the translation in the comments, unless anyone's got a phone and they can quickly do the old Google Lens on it or Google Translate. It could be an interesting session. Especially since I've had a couple of wines today already. So, yes. Shimmy, I think that's how you pronounce it. But it is good gear. Oh, the top section's French. It's bottle fermented, so going to be cloudy from sediment. And there's me rolling it around, Doug. There's me rolling it around. Let's get some camera action sorted here. That's just my resistor to check the resistance of the beer. Yeah, probably not. Okay. So what do you fancy looking at first? Shall we look at the video camera first and get that out of the way? Shall we look at a CB radio? Shall we look at Evolve radio? Shall we look at transistor radio? We got it all here today. I'm going to leave the German radio for now, although that's obviously something of great interest to everybody, myself included. But that sort of warrants a video on its own, so that's what's going to happen with that. I'll sort out a video and we'll take the chassis out and begin some work on that one very soon. So let me get this this opened, and hell, that's lively. Flipping heck. Maybe I shouldn't have rolled that around. I've just sprayed that all over my solder and up onto my parts bins and everywhere. That's nice. That'll remind me of Christmas for a few months to come. I've done with my blue roll. Everything's everywhere here at the moment. I can't move because of these radios. So I think the aim today will be to just have a look to see what I've picked up, and then whip the backs off, have a look at what condition they're in, see if there's anything missing from them. I've sprayed my my laptop as well. Oops. And my amateur radio. Yeah, everything's sprayed. Everything's got a hint of shimmy on it. Shimmy, shimmy. Man cave's in. How you doing? This will out hairs on the boldest of chests. I'll tell you what, it's good stuff, Sean. Blue label, they do a few different ones, don't they? They do a brown labelled one, and Belgian beers are probably up there with the best of the beers in the world, really. Harvey, how you doing, Harvey? Take a sip and you'll know if it's good. Foxy's there. Hi, Foxy. Just meant to get more coal. Volve, transistor, CB, video camera. Mick, there is a chap that I know that does handles. I haven't spoke to him for a while, but if you email me, Mick, on that one, drop me an email and I'll give you his email address. He did make some for me. Now, what have I done with my handle stash? I can't really see them at the moment. But yeah, he does make them, and he does do a nice job. You know, they're not the same as the originals, but you know, it's a reproduction. Christ, yeah, that is pretty potent stuff. Yeah, that's some good gear there. That's some good gear right there. Shimmy. 9% of nastiness. It's a lovely beer, actually. So, Steve sent Evolve Radio. Andrew Pitts in. Hi, Andrew. On that for beer, Evolve Radio might be dangerous. We're not going to power any up, Tim, so don't worry. Timothy. Pastimes Radio. I phoned him, Steve. Graham, isn't it? I phoned him and he hasn't done any for years. The last ones he did, he let go at some, I think he said MVCF or one of the events, he let them all go. So he hasn't got any left, and he doesn't make them anymore. You've had a lifetime of CB radios, not that interesting really. This one's a Midland and it looks fairly modern, Harvey. And the question I've got to ask is, why has it got 3 wires coming out of the power socket and not 2? Yeah, Sean's on it. Yeah, a chap's called Glenn. That he does sell on eBay, but he hasn't had any on there for a while. I must drop him a message actually, because, pardon me, his Facebook Messenger sent me a spam message the other day, so his Facebook account might have been hacked. Does that mean you'll have drunken solder joints? Highly likely. Highly likely. Cyberflyer, how are you doing? You're dropping in and out repairs to do. No worries, Steve. No worries, mate. Yeah, drop me an email. Sounds like a good trade. Robin needs to handle his RT1. You will now. You have that one, Graham. What's that, Les? The Cracker has a handle for it. Christmas Cracker radio. Right, okay. We will get the CB out in a minute. And we will get some radios up on the bench. I've only got one transistor radio, which, I mean, we can probably ever go firing that one up. So should we have a quick look at that one? And this was actually a present from Mr. George Christofi. Uncle George. Uncle George hooked me up with this. In fact, he came and plopped a couple radios and said, there you go, that's your Christmas present. and promptly left quick. He left pretty sharpish. One connection. It's got a wire attached to it though, Harvey. It's actually got a wire attached to it. I know if it had 3 poles and only 2 were connected, but it's got all 3 connected, so I'm really not sure. I haven't got the other half of the power cable, so I think I'll make the decision, seeing as we can't decide between us, and I'm going to get the transistor radio up. Well, you wouldn't know it was a transistor radio, actually. I didn't until it fell apart. George knows I've got a bit of a fetish for these things. I don't know what it is. But as you can see, it's another suitcase radio, is it? Or do they call it a attaché case? Suitcase? I don't know. It's got quite a nice Pi logo on top. It's a bit beaten up. The handle's there but falling apart. It's a screw. It's got a screw loose in the back. So let's have a look. It's very shiny. It's blowing the camera out, it's that shiny. As I say, it's got it's sort of come out of its holder on this side, I think. Ah, right, okay, that's got it, and that should screw in at the back to stop the case, but it won't quite reach for some reason. I don't really know why, so it's certainly going to need some work, this one. But one of these was off of it, that one there. That was floating around in the case when I got home. But this one did actually attack the KB toaster radio. It really didn't like it, so it fell out with it on the way home. And it flew off the back and jumped onto the top of the KB toaster. So, medium long wave, as I say, it looks like a Volvo attaché case radio, doesn't it? But if I pop the top up, Oh, if it'll stay there. Spin it around. You'll see it's got some transistors in it. It's difficult to see with the lid. I don't think that unclips easily. No, I'd have to unscrew that. I don't really think that's supposed to quite fall into there that aggressively. I'm not sure, maybe it does. Pass. So yeah, we've got transistors in this. It looks to be in one piece. Ferrites all together. It's got a nice ELAC speaker, nice big oval ELAC in it. We've got Mullard, probably something like OC45s, have we? OC40 somethings. Can't quite see what they are. Let's just get the light over this way. Well, they're Mullard, I can see that. Yeah, so a couple of OC45s in there by the looks of it, in the IF stage. It's probably a slightly different one in the RF stage. Old Plessies. Let's see if I can get you in a bit closer. I'll get out of your way. Let's see if we can get some light on the subject. Oh no, I've had that one. Yeah, probably will. It does need a good old clean, this one. As I say, this is one that George got in a job lot. So it looks like we've got an output transformer on this one as well. We've got Plessies, we've got OC81 and 81D. Oh, OC78D. Interesting. It's usually an OC81D, but this is quite a vintage radio. Looks like it's a PP9. See if we can see any maker's model number on it or anything. Oh, it does come right out there. That thing's popped off again. I mean, it could take a 6-volt battery, so I need to be careful, really. I'll probably get you in a bit better if I go around that way. I'll just pull the camera up a little bit. There you go. So you should be able to see the line up there. So we've got a transistor just peeping out there. That's going to be the mixer oscillator, I expect. 3 transformers. We've got a coil down there and a little trimmer. We've got some of these Mullard mustard caps, no problems with those. And we've got these lovely Plessies, look, and they're going to be terrible. But yeah, as I say, OC70, is that 76 or 78D? I've even lost my goggles here. I think it's an OC78D, although it could be either. So quite rare transistors, really. Lots more of these Mullard. But they're not, they're waxy ones. These are all waxy. Oh no, they're not mustards at all. And if you can see, you can't really see them, they're on the side. Let's just turn it around. See what I mean? So these are wax caps. Now, these are going to be probably knackered, but they're not as critical as the ones in a Valve set. but they will need changing. But I think if we can find out what set it is. Anybody got any ideas? I can't see any model number on it anywhere. Let's just pop it out of the case, just makes it a bit easier to work on. There's only two wires holding it in, and that's the external aerial wires. So it's got a car aerial socket in it. And I'll see if I can find any numbers on the inside of the case. Let's just whip that out. Yeah, I was really surprised to see that was, there goes our thing again. That was a transistor set. It looks like someone's decided to do pokey pokey in the speaker as well on this one. This is a poorly radio. Not to say it can't be made whole again. Right. So I've got an 041195 printed on the PCB. So we've got some convenient holes that have been stabbed in the speaker. Looks like from the front. Someone's been playing darts with it, I think. You can just about see them there, look. So that's actually holes through the speaker, so someone must have shoved that through the front somehow. So the case then. And it's got a 5509 on it. It looks like there was a couple. It looks like there was a couple bits of wood here that would have probably held the battery. Let's say it's got the Pi badge on the front corner. Apart from that, I got no idea. So if anybody knows what it is, I would say it probably is 9 volts. Looking at that, because that looks like it would hold a 9-volt battery. Let me just get one and size it up a minute. Well, this bracket here must. No, I'm not convinced, because I mean that's width-wise it fits, but you can see there's a blue in there where probably an old Ever-Ready battery sat. So could it be a PP1 perhaps? Let's get a PP1. So PP1 is 6 volts. No, I don't think it's. No, I don't think it's that. I don't know. I think we're going to have to stick it on 6 volts and see if it works. And then wind it up to 9 maybe. Anybody got any idea of a model number? I have got one of these in the loft, I'm sure I have. Very similar with a chrome front on it. It might not be this exact one, but I have got one. $1960. It's gonna probably be 1950s, I would say. Being it's got the old, you know, this is This is annoying, this thing keep coming off, but anyway, we don't really need that on. Okay, Chris, you've got a supply, have you? Loads of evil capacitors, yeah. Designed to get me, aren't they? All right, let's, I mean, as far as the battery terminals go, it fits. You know, PP9 does fit. Where am I? There. So it is the right size for a PP9. So I reckon it is 9 volt, but I'm going to stick it on 6 volts first. Just have a look, see what sort of current it's drawing. Let me set the current limit down. Of course, whoever wins that power supply on Sunday, I'm hoping it's going to be Sunday. My brother's coming around on Sunday. I'm not really sure what day yet. So let me have a look which is which. So that's going to be positive there. And this is going to be negative over here. So it shouldn't draw anything at the moment because it's in the off position. And it's not. So let's turn the Christmas down a minute. And let's turn it on. Okay, well, it's gone into current limit. It's gone down to 2 volts, so I can probably just tweak that up a little bit. Yeah. So it's drawing 50 milliamps, which is a bit high. If I can hear, let's turn that off, 40 milliamps.
So you're excited, I don't know, are there lots of Beethoven floating around in libraries somewhere that can be given life?
I doubt it, but...
Well, that's long wave.
I suppose the heart and soul of it is there in the sketches, and what musicologists and composers and is try and imagine what those great composers would have done had they continued writing.
I think.
Beethoven lover Debbie Wiseman there, and they're at the Beethoven exhibition at the British Library Music in.
It's fairly quiet, but it is working.
Civil servants have been challenged by MPs about the UK's handling of the evacuation of Kabul after the fall of the city to the Taliban. The UK airlifted 15,000 people out, but the whistleblowers have described it as a chaotic...
So we've got a scratchy tuning, gang. Let's just see if I can center this a minute. So if it goes that way around.
Signs are that more transmissible than previous COVID variants. The Welsh Health Minister, Liam Morgan.
Yeah, that would work down the bottom scale because 1500 would be radio 4. Let's get the external aerial and have a play with that. Evening, John. Dual case Q4 early 1960. Andy Beck, how are you doing? ZL4VR. Very good evening and welcome all the way from New Zealand. Good stuff, mate. Good to have you on board. So we think it's around 1960, do we? Hi Andy, back how are you? He loved the chrome and a new grill cloth would look amazing. This has got, this grill cloth grill cloth is used by quite a lot of Philips and pie sets, and it is fairly unique to them, so it's going to be difficult to replace that with something authentic. If anyone knows of a source of anything like that, then we stand a chance of getting this one done, because that's the only thing that's letting it down cosmetically, really. I can clean the case up. Right, I'm going to stick the old Sony AN1 on it.
Former Foreign Office staff member about the chaos at his department when the Taliban took over Afghanistan, and pleas for help coming in each day in their thousands. It doesn't sound like government at its best. Now, Boris Johnson doesn't always want to be on the back foot, reacting to each latest crisis, so this week he and his colleagues...
So now it's woken up a bit. It's back to sort of drawing about 30 milliamps, which is a bit normal.
And today the Prime Minister...
I don't think it's working on... Let's have a look, see if we can get RTE a minute.
...counter drug use in those institutions.
I think that's... So there's our French station.
And of course, Aki hasn't featured since Ireland's Autumn Series nation
There it is.
against New Zealand last month. He deals at the moment with a knee injury, so he'll continue his rehab this week. Boyle, incidentally, he will be sidelined for a number of weeks, it's said, with a shoulder and also an Achilles problem.
So let's go medium wave then. Does sound very quiet for medium wave. Let's go over to the medium wave coil. No, it is. It's working.
You've got about 300 games in the championship, but how many games you played so far?
But we were needed dates in PCR test on before dated, or population have been vaccinated.
There's loads. Well, again, we're in the night time now, so we're getting a lot of foreign stations doubling with the British stations, the English stations.
So that was £79. But again, you know, it's not a small amount of money. Now, they guarantee the test by 10 p.m. the next day, which means...
Cheers, everybody!
You know you're going to be out of quarantine. But my own mum, she flew into Luton on Friday, paid the same amount of money for a test that was meant to...
Claro que él componía para que la audiencia tratara los aspectos ambientales, ¿no? Circunstancias de la producción.
Well, really, nothing to see there. It's a little bit deaf. It probably needs an alignment. It needs new capacitors because the audio isn't great. But it's working. Would you believe it? Amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Let's catch up with what we're doing. Prior, John is at the storm. Derek says it's Radio 4. Chris loves the chrome. We've got RTE, Rob. I think you read that. There's a lady in Holland that sells that grill cloth, is there? You'd have to drop me a link to that then, Andy. It's pretty sensitive, Rob. Yeah, you're right. 1 or 2 for sale on eBay. No model numbers. Yeah, it's working all right, actually. It's picking up a bit of noise, but it's not bad at all. Hi Alan, how are you? Alan's saying, could it be a Q3? Let's do a quick Google then. I don't want to dwell too much on each set tonight because we're not going to get through it. We'll run out of time like we did last night. Pi Q4. Okay, yeah, it looks like a Q4. Let's just have a look around at the chassis, compare it. Yeah, I would say that is a Q4. We'll check Q3. So I'm just, if we look at my screen there, look, I'm just looking at this one on, it's Google Lens, isn't it? Is it like Google Lens? Does that put it up bigger? No, we don't want Google Lens. So that definitely looks like it there. And if we look at these images, Radio Museum, we won't go into Radio Museum. That definitely looks like the Q4. So yeah, we've got schematics. You can see what the grill cloth is supposed to look like. I think this is a. Am I still in picture? Let me see where we are. There you go on my screen. Okay. So this is one that's sold on eBay. There's a Q4 there. Look. It looks the same. It looks identical. See, there's a model that should go in there. It does say Ever Ready PP9 look as well, so we can pump it up to 9 volt. ELAC speaker. Very similar. Oh, this one's got different transistors in it. This one's got these NKTs, I think, in it. These oblong ones, look. Okay, so let's go for Pi Q3. Yeah, it's a Q4. It is. The Q3 is different. Look, it's smaller. It's got a different handle on it. It is very similar though. But yeah, look at this handle, it's different. So it's a Q4. So thanks for that. So we know it's a Pi Q4. And what does it say? Oh, we better visit. See what it says, what year it is. It is 1960, according to Radio Museum. So yeah, you got it. You can't put much by you guys, can you? You can't put a lot by you lot. No Spike Milligan. So we can bump it up to 9 volts then. That should improve the reception. Well, it should improve everything. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it on 9 volts and see what happens. See where the smoke comes from. Yeah, thank you, George. If you're watching. It is. Ben, how you doing, mate? You got a Q4 you're renovating for your sister-in-law. So let's try that again. Let's get the...
I was abused of course of his own home last year.
Well, as to further school closures could result in similar cases.
So I'm going to wind the voltage up.
than out of it.
See if the volume changes.
We spoke to Anne Longfield, she's the former Children's Commissioner for
7 volts.
who's now chairing the Commission on Young Lives, which looks
8
at
volts.
young people.
We should be really concerned about them. I mean, they are...
9 volts.
It may be for a whole range of reasons. It might be around mental health. It might be about deep levels of anxiety and separation anxiety. But there were a group of children who are much more vulnerable because of this, and they're at risk. The last week we've had
Victoria Atkins, I'm so sorry. There are glitches on the line, and I'm afraid we have to move on, and I know you have a timetable as well and need to move on. But look, thank you so much for your time. Victoria Atkins, Minister for Prisons and for Afghan Resettlement.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Putrid currants, floated trout to the rock.
Seamus Heaney.
Their bellies white as linen tablecloths.
Adrian Dunbar reads an account of one of the 20th century's greatest poets.
Not for the last time.
Right, yeah, this has got the Mallard transistors in it, Doug. So whether this is the earlier one or the later one, I'm not sure. But luckily, no magic smoke. So thank you very much, George. It's a worker. And we will, at some stage, get that one done. So while we're on the subject of radios from George, let's get the next one out. Now this one's a bit poorly, to be fair. This one's been robbed. This one's been robbed, unfortunately. So this is my favourite brand of suitcase radio. Anybody know what it is? Any guesses? Let me get the potent beer down my neck. Have I got any left in there? No. You managed to wreck the cloth, don't put it in the dishwasher. Yeah, I definitely would not be putting that cloth in the dishwasher. That would be, I think, and I've never tried this, but I know Manuel from Electronics Old and New, he uses shaving foam on the grill cloths. It seems to think that works quite well. I've never tried it. Just knocking all my screws off here. Roberts R707. Videor. It is a Vidor. Andrew says a Roberts R707. You say that, but these cases are grotty like this, even when they're cleaned. It's like a snake skin type covering. This one's been robbed, unfortunately. All the catches are gone on it. So if you look on the side, if you look on the side, someone's whipped the catches, sadly, on this one, on both sides. And you can see we've got a bit of breakout on the covering. Handle's okay though on this one. A little bit loosey. A little bit loosey elastic. Let's open them up then. So it is indeed a Vidor. I don't know which one yet because I've not lifted the chassis on this one. Oh, there comes that rain again. Can you hear that? Just unplug my soldering iron before it gets damaged. So yeah, you can see the nice little Vidor badge up the corner here. This is definitely Vidor. And down the bottom, we've also got some Vidor written. Excuse the camera work. We've got Vidor on the long wave, medium wave selector. Right, so the magic bits we want to see are in underneath, so we need to undo these little nuts. Mr. Laser Sound, how you doing, mate? Works magic without destroying the product. It will destroy some of them, to be fair. Speaker cloth, it is coloured, that's the thing, Multi. Okay, so let's have a look. So this is, ooh, way steady. Steady on. Let's see if I can get you in and have a look at this. Now, I thought this might have been a mains or battery set. This has been raped, this one has. This has been, someone's been in here big styly. It looks, I thought these were mains battery, but it might not be. It might just be battery. Yeah, this is just battery. So let's see if we can look in it on the overhead camera. So it's a CN420. Now all of these have got funny names, haven't they? There's one that's called the Henley. I'm not sure what the CN420 is. Anybody know what its name is? You'd have to look it up on Google, I expect. Google is our friend, isn't it? So it is battery only by the looks of it. Battery attaché radio. So it takes two batteries, an L5039 and an L5041. I've not heard of those before. Yeah, I've not heard of those batteries before. I'm assuming that there's just a D cell for the LT. But we have got these plug leads. Are they standard? They look original. They're molded. That you can't take them off by the looks of it. So yeah, they might be. And then we got this one that sort of seems to be tied on up here for some reason. Anyway, let's get back to the main camera and I'll show you what's happened in here. It's difficult because this wants to upend. I need to put the Marconi on the edge here and it won't flip up then, will it? If I pop that on here, will that stop it flipping up? Yeah, I think so. That might do. So let me just get that overhead camera out of the way. Let's get in and we'll have a look at the voltage. We've got to have a look at the valves, haven't we? Got to have a look at the valves. Let's get rid of me a minute. So it looks like we have got the valves in there, which is a bonus, isn't it? We've got something mounted on here. Some of these did have like elastic bands that held them in, so maybe that's just where the elastic bands melted, or yeah, because they've all got that horrible residue on them. But there could be issues with the output transformer then potentially, because the speaker's disconnected and so are the windings. So so let me get you around and we'll get the multimeter out and have a quick look at these. It looks to me like we've got possibly a knackered output transformer. Yeah, trying to get the light in at a decent angle. without blocking the camera. It's really dark in here, isn't it? That's about as good as gonna get, I think. So let's have a look. We've got this wire here, which is obviously should be connected to the speaker, disconnected, and here. And we've also got these two wires here disconnected, which I assume go to the primary. I'm not sure which one goes to which. Not looking good. It's not looking good. It'd be a shame. Let's zoom out a little bit and get the multimeter in shot. Stick it on ohms. So I don't know what we're expecting on the primary. What would you say? 500 ohms, something like that? And it's primary's open. Oh, that's a shame. Check the secondary. Secondary looks all right. It's difficult to get a decent connection on my leads. Let's try that. So yes, we've got roughly 1 ohm on the secondary, which is probably about right, but we should have about 500 ohms on the primary. That's a real shame, isn't it? It's riveted to the speaker as well. Not that that couldn't be drilled out very gently. Let me just have a look, see if I can get onto the leads underneath, because sometimes the leads will break off in underneath. So let me just rest it down. So you can't, all you can see is Father Christmas now. I know that's all you want to see, really. You're not interested in what I'm doing. You just want to see Father Christmas, don't you? Can I get you in here? Just about. So the idea is to get in underneath here and just see if I can get continuity on these leads in case there's a problem with a solder joint. It's unlikely because it does look soldered quite well. So let's just there we go. You can't really see the transformer. I'm just going in underneath just to see if I can go to the leads where they come out. See if there's any. That's just me touching the leads together. No, absolutely nothing. So that has got an open primary. What a pain. What a pain. So yeah, that would need rewinding, because I don't think I would get another one of those. Let's just check the chat. He's dead. He's dead. Let me just catch up with the chat. Antenna is in the lid, Harvey. That's a bit poorly as well. I don't know what's going on with that. Mayor of Casper, Wyoming. How are you, mate? Euphoria. 420. No battery eliminator. Oh, it's a regatta. Well done. They've all got names, but they don't print the names on the badges. So it's a regatta. Bideford regatta. I've got power supplies, but there's no point. We've got an output, pardon me, an open primary on the output. Do you ever have a big dab before you work on the radios? A big dab? What does that mean, Mayor? Evening, Spanky. I like them as well, mate. I can send you one. You need one. You need one in your life, Spanky. Chris likes them as well. I love the things. I don't know why. You're not ashamed. We're in the majority. We don't like these suitcase radio haters. You're just at Satsuma. Very nice. Would you try making a transformer? I've not got a transformer winder, unfortunately, Rob. I'd love to have a go, but I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'd probably be lethal. Simon, how you doing, mate? Hi, everyone, and Andrew. Another job for Chris. Oh, I don't know. Would Chris wind it for me? Would he? It's a bit much to ask, really, because Chris is a busy chap. And he did that DAC 90 for me, which I was really, really grateful for. This is a little bit of a basket case, this radio. So is it worth Chris or somebody winding that transformer for me? I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, it's a shame, but it's not going to work without an output transformer and speaker. So it could well be that one of these wax caps has killed that. It's got plenty of waxies in it, as you can probably see underneath the chassis. I don't know if I showed you the underneath of the chassis or not. There's the underside of the chassis. So we got 1, 2, 3 waxies in there. One of them is going to be the grid coupling cap on the output valve, which is probably that one, and that looks like that has got very, very hot because the writing has gone very powdery. So yeah, I would say that has got very hot. You see the writing on that? It's just got, if I put my finger across that now, it'll disappear, but it looks like it's a DK96. Very often they tell you what the valve lineup is, isn't it? Yes, DK96. Is that the output? No, it's not the output. They scrubbed that then. I don't think that is the output valve. I think that's the mixer or whatever you call it in valve language. We Volve people that know what you're talking about, not like me. So our output's going to be this one here, isn't it? Which is a DL96, that's more like it. That one doesn't look too bad, actually. So I have got quite a few of these suitcase radios, so I will have a speaker in another one that I could try in it, but then I'm actually making another one non-op, so one of those things. Is a speaker winding? Yeah, the secondary's okay, Anthony. It's just a primary that needs some rewinding. I mean, it might just be a couple turns in. I don't know. It might be worth dismantling and having a look, but not today. So sadly, that one's a no-go. But thank you again, George, for sending that on. Obviously, somebody's discovered that, which is why they've got rid of it, which is a bit naughty, innit? But I don't think George probably would have factored in much cost for this, because I know he bought it in a job lot of other bits and pieces, so it's not put George out of pocket. And like Andrew says, there's a lot of useful parts in there. But the area is in underneath this, and for some reason the top doesn't actually fit for some reason. I don't know why. So there we are. A poorly Vider CN420. Regatta, allegedly. A regatta. Okay, let's get something a bit lumpier up here, shall we? Because I know you like. Oh, I've got Team Rudolph on today, by the way. Team Rudolph. Let's get something a bit lumpier up on the bench. Let's get my beer back up on the bench before I kick that over. So we've definitely got a repairable pie set, because that uses a good old transistors. Oh, what about this? It's not that heavy, I'm just huffing and puffing. It's very dark in here today for some reason, whether my LEDs are failing in the bench light, I don't know. Pass. Okay, so we've got Andrew's favourite brand, I believe. Let's get my beer out of the way so you can have a look. Hadoram. New viewer. Welcome, mate. We always welcome new viewers. Enjoying the content and learning as much as you can. Merry Christmas to you as well, mate, and thanks for coming in and shouting hello. Gut it and use your case. Use the case for your holidays or a picnic basket. It does have some useful spares. As I say, I've got a lot of those radios. I might even have another one of those, but it looks a bit longer. I've got the Vidor Henley, which is slightly different. That one's mains or battery. It's a Pi 192. It's not a Pi 192. It's a Murphy 192. Or are you saying they're the same thing, Andrew? Proper glass. So yeah, if you look at the top there, it does say it's a Murphy 192. Got some nice old stations on the dial there. Look. I think it's all in shot. It's got a bit of a grubby glass on it. Now I picked this up for a tenner. Again, I should have probably waited and bought, because there was nicer radios than this for a £5 in the actual auction. So I probably just should have bided my time and got it from the auction. But you know, I didn't. But still, a tenner for an old Murphy, I think that's a bargain. And one of the reasons I got it was because it said on it, hopefully that's on the inside, it said on it unrestored or for restoration. And when I asked the guy, he said he hadn't done anything to it. It's as it should be. So we won't be wiping the inside of the glass, I don't think, because that's liable to kill it. I just thought I'd give it a bit of a wipe over. So yeah, some nice old station markers on that, isn't there? Hilversum, 3rd, Ayr, Vienna, Marseille, Lyon, Brussels. Put a bit of muck on. Ugh. There's a bit of. Ugh. I've just touched that. Why did I touch that? It's all yucky. God knows what that is. Nothing that a bit of isopropyl won't remove. So the writing was on the inside of the dial, not the outside, so I'm not going to damage it. That's better. Yeah, so let's have a look, make sure so we've got dial cord. We've got on off volume. And this must be Long, medium. Oh, it's got shortwave as well. Ah, interesting. Shortwave radio. Nice. Need to go. Catch you soon then, Spanky. I see you've got another video out as well, so we'll be looking at that one later. Nice sets eye, Andrew. Yeah, there was a lot of Murphys, wasn't there, Simon? And there's some really lovely wooden ones. What a shame that they're not going to survive, unfortunately. People don't want them. What can you do? Just gut them for parts, which is sacrilege, really. Right, let's zoom back out a bit. Now you've had a look at the dial. So say we've got on-off volume, tuning, long, medium and shortwave on there. So you can see on the back it's an A192 Murphy radio. How do you pronounce that? Welwyn Garden City? Welwyn? I'm not sure. Installation instruction. Slack and Shacky fix. Shacky? Where's this? Shacky? Slack and chassis fixing screws. 3/4 of a turn. Transit instruction. Tighten chassis fixing screws. Pass. There he is, look. It's all there. Got, is that the output transformer? Is this a... I'm not sure if this is a transformer set. I can't see a drop on it, so it must be a transformer AC set. I should say on the back, shouldn't it? Yeah, AC mains. So yeah, that must be the mains. Was the mains transformer underneath? I'm trying to look. I'm trying to find the output transformer. Was that combined? No, there's another transformer in underneath. Okay. So yeah, there's another transformer in underneath the chassis. There's various coils. Just trying to see in underneath. So yeah, this hasn't been touched. It's got the original waxies in it. Yeah, nice. Okay. So it's untouched, which is great news. God, done my shoulder lifting that. So yeah, what do you think? A Volver. Again, we can't. There's no way we can fire that up today. For one, we haven't got time, and for two, I wouldn't want to risk the valves in it. Really, we've got no lettering left on this valve. Does it tell us on the back what the valve lineup is? No, it doesn't. We've got the loudspeaker terminals there, so we can see if there's continuity on the secondary by going across there. Welwyn, it's pronounced, is it? Welwyn. So we should see sort of around about 1 ohm on that, possibly. Yeah, okay, so it looks like we've got a good secondary, but it's the primaries that go when the grid coupling caps fail and people just think, oh, let's just power it up. And you lose your output transformer. Valves are easier changed than output transformers. Let's just wiggle this one. No, I can't get it out without... Yeah, this one's very loose in its can as well. So we might have this one in our box from yesterday. Ah, that's probably not the output actually. This one, is it? This is probably the rectifier. Oh, we can. Ah, it has got it written. 10p14. He's very, very loose. Yeah, he's very loose. So yeah, I would say that's the rectifier, isn't it? But I haven't got the circuit up on this or anything. What would you suggest to fix that back in then? Would you just trickle a bit of super glue down through the thing and just hold it together? Would you put a band of epoxy around it? What would you suggest to strengthen that valve up? Because hopefully it's not gone. You know, it's not gone to air. It doesn't look, well, it's a bit cloudy, but I think that's just dirt. I think that's just literally just dirt on it. I don't know. That might have had it, that one. Yeah, so these are all, this is some master valve again, 10F9, U404. Maybe, no, I'm not sure. I haven't got a clue on these valve numbers, people. Not a clue. I'm not a valver, am I really? But I reckon that's going to be a nice little set. It's not got a very big speaker though, is it? It's only a little baby speaker. That's the output. The U404 is the rectifier. Oh, okay. So that is the output then. Of course, yeah. I'm getting confused, aren't I? So it sort of flows that way, doesn't it? But we've got the speaker over this side on this radio. But yeah, that's very loosey. Blue tap. Let's have a look. You need to go to a rally. You'll have to come, Simon. Yeah, it was a bit sad, Simon. You should have bought them all, Simon. You should have given them a home lot. Not vanishing. Does Murphy's law apply to Murphy's radios? I suspect it does. So we got the well in, blue tack, perhaps epoxy. Super glue works according to Doug. And that's the audio output valve. So let's hope that that one's okay. I don't know if I've got another one of those. If you can remember from yesterday with all those valves I unboxed, we might have that. So there we go. That one's not going to be fired up today, but it's well worth testing and getting to grips with. Over the Christmas period. So you'll need to let me know in the comments which ones you actually want me to have a look at, because we're not going to be able to do them all over the Christmas, because I've got loads of other stuff as well to do. You know, people have sent me bits and pieces that I want to get done. I've got to do Simon's Christmas challenge yet. Simon's World, that is. Sent me a Christmas challenge. Right, let's get that one down on the floor then. Let's get the next one up for a look. So there we go. Murphy A192 for restoration. It's got Bakelite case as well, which I like. It's very, very dull at the moment, but I think that will come up really nice. Let's grab something a little bit more modern, but not that modern. Number 88, come in. Come in, number 88. Let's get that off out of the way. At least these labels do seem to peel off without leaving too much residue behind. get you in a bit closer. I thought I had this camera on manual, but it's on auto, I think. Which is very lazy of me. I put it on manual. Yeah. No, we'll leave it on auto for a minute. I'll need to mess about with the settings to get it right. But this is a long and medium wave set. It's a Philips. I mean, I'm sure you can tell it's a Philips. It's classic Philips look, isn't it? Is that Bakelite? I think this is plastic case now. Plastic cased. It's got a model number on here. Yeah, it's a 151U. Now, I think these are later sets. Is it plastic? I think it is plastic rather than Bakelite. Let's whip the back off and have a look inside, shall we? So Andrew's saying, drop some French polish between the envelope and the base that sticks it. Super glue can cause the glass to break once it heats, evidently. Drop some French polish? I haven't got any French polish, Andrew. What on earth is that? Well, that's unusual because it's a posi drive screw as well. But these sets want a lot of the Philips sets made in Holland. This one's made in Britain, actually. Let's get you down on the label so you can see the model number for reference. Let's get it in the shot. Can you see that? I'll try and get it so as you can see the model number. Yeah, so there you go, 151U, 50 Hertz, 70 watts, and there's the serial number, 12735, 151U. I don't know what MK40029 means. Okay, let's get in the back of her and have a look. Let's get in the back of it and have a look. Robert, how you doing, mate? Merry Christmas to you. Derek's off. Cheers, mate. Have a good night. How are we doing? Yeah, we might. Well, how many sets have we done? This is our 4th set, isn't it? So we might get through them. I don't think we're going to be able to revisit again. So some of these more modern sets had printed circuit boards in them, which was a bit strange. It was sort of almost like a crossover. Come on, you know you want to come off. But this one hasn't. This one's got a chassis. That's nice. Okay. That looks pretty good nick inside, doesn't it? We got some weird waxage going on there. What's all that about then? And there's our mains cable. So anybody look this one up to see what date it is? I would say it's probably late 50s, early 60s, possibly. Late 50s, potentially. See, the tuning cap's made in Holland. But it says it's made in Great Britain, so... let's have a look underneath. So this is one of these sets where you could probably get away with powering it up. So we got some brown hunts in there, I think they're hunts. There's no waxies in it that I can see. Yeah, this is a set that potentially would work, but again, we don't really want to risk the output transformer. This one is one of these mains dropper set, isn't it? Looks like it. We've got a big dropper resistor in behind that looks like it's been worked on. So let's whip the bottom panel off as well. I think it is plastic, this case, but it's in good condition. It's not broken, which is good news. Hi Wenlock, how are you? Okay. What are these black things then? Sort of tarry. Got a dial lamp. Nothing catastrophic in there, I don't think. I mean, obviously we don't want to take out the output valve or the output transformer, but this probably would work, I would think. It's one of those sets. It would have a good chance of working. Anybody know what these nasty black things are called? Capacitors. Hi Dom. Yeah, it is the life chassis set in it. 1957, right? Okay, probably about right. I would say. Catch you later, Rob. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Well, I don't think they're hunts anyway. And this would have been fairly late in the Volv radio sort of era. It's not really a crossover radio because there's no transistors in it, but main smoothing cap, and that could be a problem. It's highly likely going to be a problem. So I think we would want to test that first before we fired it up. So there you are. So pop that through. Oh, the black tar caps are as bad as wax caps. Tar bombs, they're called. I knew they'd have a name. I know the Americans have got a name for the black caps in their radios. They're called black somethings, aren't they? But I can't remember what they. Oh, hang on, I'll put that through the wrong hole, am I? Let's pop the screws back in. So again, we're not going to mess with that one too much. But of all of them, well, there's one other one that I would potentially ever go at powering up without any work. But like I said, I don't want to take out the output transformers in them. That's my only scary thing. Black Beauty, Bumble Bomb, yeah, Black Beauties. I think I've heard of Bumble Bomb, and they're as bad, are they, Andrew, as the Waxies? See, we all learn this stuff, don't we, from people that know. I'm getting more and more used to these Volv radios, which is why I've started buying a few more. But I know you guys like me getting scared with them as well. I think you're just making me suffer, really. It's strange, you've only put one screw in there. That's a bit bizarre. Oh, well. So yeah, there you are. Rather a neat little set. And it's got a bit of breakout here on this area. But that can easily be stripped and sprayed. I very nearly picked one of these up off the same seller that I bought the Murphy for, and he wanted £15. I paid a fiver for this set, so £5, people. You can't go wrong, can you? Really? It's a good bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Practice is a good thing for me to learn a bit more, and for you guys like to see the Valve radios. So it's all experience for me. Put it that way. How about this one then? Next. What do you reckon that one is then? And Les knows this one, so keep quiet, Les, because I've already told Les what this is. I'm sure you will know what it is anyway. So this was in a box of 2 radios, and the other radio's coming up. And again, I think I paid a fiver for the 2. Thanks, Spanky. Deer droppings. Really? The Bumble bombs are aptly named as they tend to explode, sending plastic shrapnel all over the inside of the radio. Nice. Oh, good, Dom. He's giving me instructions. What are you saying, Dom? Keep both feet off the floor and one hand behind your back when working on a live chassis. Ah. Oh, dear. It's true, though. Keep one hand in your pocket, really. And no touchy. No touchy. It's ever ready, David. Yes. Do you know which one? Again, it's a bit poorly cosmetically. Nothing that a bit of PVA won't help disguise. The grill's nice though. The grill's not got any dinks in it. Nice brass finish. It's probably not brass. I expect that's just grey metal with a gold anodization or something over it. Ever ready death casket. What? Your dad had one of those. Sky something? Yeah, it's definitely a Sky something. Yes, David, Sky Queen. I've got the Sky King, but this is the King's wife. The Sky Queen. Ever ready Sky Queen. So long and medium wave. Is the tuning working? Tuning's working. Volume. Long, off, medium wave. Nice chicken head knob. Now, when I first got the Sky King, I thought somebody had made up a handle for it. This Perspex, I didn't think was right. I thought there was a made-up handle, but it's not. It's and I didn't even know Perspex was made like that back then. So yeah, that is the original handle. It's a very thick bit of Perspex, isn't it? And the Sky King's got very similar handle on it. So we need to have a look in the back of it, don't we? And as I say, I've not had one of these before, so I really don't know. You're seeing this with me. Well, you would be seeing it with me, because I've got to be here for you to see it, haven't I? Classic quotes from the Cruncher. Classic Cruncher quotes. Right, let's get me on that one. Let's pop him around then. So it looks like we've got someone's basket attached in the back there. Looks like a basket weave. Plastic's shrunk back a bit, but it's there. So we've got 2 screws. I don't know what looks like we've got something missing here. Anybody know what should be here? Because it looks. I don't know whether that's just something that someone's drilled. Yeah. I don't know. I've never had one before, but was there maybe external battery sockets on it or something like that? Or somebody messed about with it. Paul, how are you, mate? If you remember in the RE, there's one of the questions about working in live chassis. Answer was keep one hand in your pocket. Yeah. I need the sky casket, do I? Why do I need it, Andrew? Is it to complete my collection of skies? Got the Sky Queen, the Sky King. Is there a Sky Prince and a Sky Princess? Crunchesmas. Oh, looks like they're just quarter-turn screws then, okay. Is that the original back covering? It doesn't look right, but, you know, you never know. What have we got then? So this is a battery-only set by the looks of it. And we've got one of these cables to just go into one battery, so the battery would have had HTN LT in it. Have we got one up there? I don't think I've got one of those. B136. I've got 126 up there. Okay, well, it looks like we've got our valves. We've got, someone's kindly written there's a DAF 96, a DL 96. And they haven't written the other 2 in, so perhaps it's only those other 2 that have packed up. Yeah, I wonder whether that's just someone's put external aerial sockets. Looking at the inside of the case, that's not factory, so unfortunately someone's drilled holes in the side of that to possibly stick an external aerial on it. But really, it looks very clean inside. Very clean. Serial number Q853544. It's got all the valves listed. DK96, DF96, DAF96 and DL96, which is all battery valves in it. Nice big speaker in it. I think this one will sound nice. But I'm not sure about this basket weave stuff. It just doesn't look right. It's sort of stapled onto the plastic, which I wouldn't have thought it would have been stapled, but I might be wrong. Let's just get you down and see what you think. Does that look genuine to you? Again, I've never had one of these. But it's sort of stapled. Don't know. I'll have to look some pictures up on that because that doesn't look right to me. It just doesn't sit right. And someone's put a little label in there so that we know which is which. It looks like there's been a bit of soldering on the output transformer. That's never good. Look at that rain out there. It's absolutely hammering down. Yeah. Ever ready, Sky Queen? Paul, how you doing, mate? Sky Barons. Oh no, I never know whether you're kidding me or not, Paul? I just don't know. I just don't know, Paul, whether that's true or not. Apart from a hacker, that is. Yeah, I think someone has, sadly, Simon. Spanky thinks it's the original grill cloth on the back. Catch you later, Timothy. It's not really cloth. It's like someone's got a load of parcel string from the post office and made one up. I don't know. It's quirky anyway. I like it. I like quirky. Again, it's another portable set. They're not very well loved, but I like them. So it'll be interesting to get that one out of the chassis and have a look, really. So there you are, Sky Queen. I say this one was combined with another radio for a £5. So let's get that one up. Let's get that one out of the way for a minute. So this one was also in the box. 2 for a £5, look. How about that? Another Philips set, another plastic case, and this is pretty plasticky now. Quirky tuning, that. Long and medium wave. It's got brass off on the dial on this one. Brass off. It's better get in and have a bit of dial action, haven't we? Brass off. Brass on, brass off. Let's see if we can get it in the camera. So yeah, brass off. I take it that's somewhere in Russia, is it? Medium long. So medium long wave. We've got some damage on these knobs, sadly. The edges are all broken off of the knobs. Not a lot we can do about that other than to cut them back and make them look a bit nicer, I think. Yeah, the tuning's up on top here, look. So instead of having a, like you normally do, one to turn there, they've actually turned it on the top, which is a bit quirky. So I look around the back, see what the model number is, if it's got a model number on it. Now see, someone's written on the back there, look. You can just about see it, 1964. So would this be 1964? So it looks like someone's peeled the lumber off. So this is a B2G 25U? Or is it a BA 2590? Hi Jeff, GT Jeff. We've got GT Jeff and Jeff. A little bit left over from Grand's cane chair that was made into a commode, maybe. That's what it looks like, Jeff. Exactly. Paul's pinged me. Paul's pinged me. Hang on, I gotta look at my pingage. Let's zoom you back out a minute. These sets go for absolutely nothing, really. If anybody wants one of these, you can pick them up all over the place, and they're not expensive. I'm going to whip the screws out, and then I'll have a quick look at what Paul sent over. So I wonder if this is as late as 1964. This could well be one of the circuit board jobbies. I've got a red one that looks very similar to this. We would have bid for you. One of us would have bid for you, mate. Don't you worry about that. We would have hooked you up. So this set was £2.50. £2.50 set. You can't go wrong, can you? For something, a bit of entertainment, a bit of learning. Oh, yeah, this is one of the later PCB sets. These are horrible to work on. PCB is like ice cream. You touch it and it all melts. All the tracks melt away to nothing. So it's a mains dropper set as well. No transformer on this baby. Just... It's not great, is it? Let's just prop that up. Let's get Sean's proper uppers. Mr. Man Cave Workshop's proper upper things, which are working very well, Sean, actually. You missed their use the other day. The proper upperers. The proper upperers. So you can see we've got the dropper resistor in here, mains dropper with different tap-ins. Got these quirky square coils, coil or smoothing cap. Yeah, interesting. A UCL 62. But yeah, this has got a circuit board underneath. Shouldn't probably stick my hands underneath just in case anything's got a charge, but it should have bled away by now. Let me just see what Paul's pinged me over then. What do you want for £2.50? That's a bargain, mate, isn't it? Really, Harvey? Can't complain. There's even space for a pile of sandwiches. Yeah. Yeah, you might even be able to get a goat in there, actually. You couldn't get a goat stood up in there. You could get one lying down in there. You could get a goat lying down in there if you needed to. It's nothing to it, is it, really? So, yeah, in later years, they went to these PCBs. In fact, that valve there is like hanging out. The UCL 42. In fact, well, yeah, that base don't feel too... I think we've got a dodgy base on that one for sure. But Rob did send me some bases, so I've got some Volve bases. Let's have a quick look at what Paul sent me over. See if I can find my screen. Where's my messenger gone? Yeah, I discovered that with the last one I worked on, to be fair. Oh, Paul sent me over info on the Sky Barons. Oh, yeah. No, I do remember seeing you working on one of those, Paul. Yeah, no, I'm with you now. Looks nothing like the other ones, though, does it? So let's get back to my screens. Yeah, so there's a lot of space in it. We've got a dodgy Volve seat there, I think, or there's not a pin broken, is there? It doesn't feel like there's anything holding that one in. It's really wobbly. And in underneath, you can just about see the PCB. So yeah, very late. Is it 1964? Anybody looked it up? You don't trust those newfangled printed board things. Yeah, they are not great, these. Is it baked? Just knocking me glasses off my head. Yeah, there's a couple. We've got a dry joint there straight away. That's on the speaker. So we've got a dry joint on the speaker. I can see that. Yeah, someone's been in here, I think, because there's some fresh looking solder in here. Doesn't look like it's been butchered though, to be fair. But yeah, we couldn't really fire that up because of the fact we've got no speaker connector, so that might have caused us an issue. Is there an output transformer on this thing? Okay, so there's no output transformer on this one, so how have they done that then? We've got a rather crumbly looking resistor in the back there as well. That looks like it's got a bit too hot. But not a waxy in sight. So it's a shame that that's yeah, it's a shame that's got a dry joint, because that one would fire up, I reckon. Oh, we've got another dry joint there, I think. It's barely hanging on, but it is attached. Yeah, okay. So this one's a possibility for firing up. We still need to take the chassis out to fix the damaged well, the dry joint. Let's get this in. And what have we got left now? We've got 2 things left and 10 minutes. We'll shift my backside, haven't we? I did buy some power supplies as well. Well, only 2 little brick power supplies that I thought might be good for the hackers. Right, one more radio and the video recorder, camcorder, video recorder. So I'm just kicking the cameras off the bench. That's good. One other thing, someone has sent me this today in the post, anonymously. I haven't got a clue. I did think it was Mr. Spanky, but it's not. Whether it's Simon's World. Somebody sent me another one of these airband kits. These, can you remember when I built one of these? I think, was it last year or the year before? I'm not sure which one I built. This is an R80 aviation band receiver. So I'll have a look and see if this is the one that I built previously. But yeah, whoever sent that in, thank you very much. But I don't know who it was. It's anonymous. There's no little label inside it or anything. It came from, I think it was Amazon. I'm not sure. So thank you very much, whoever that was. And this is the last radio we've got to look at. Proper old classic. I didn't pay a lot for this. I thought I paid a £5, but Paul reckons that I bid against him for it. So apologies for that, Paul. I got it. I think I paid £8 for it. Still not a lot of money, is it? And that camera's making it look a lot darker than it actually is. Hi, Mill and Chip, how are you? It's not Simon's World. I don't know who that is then. A toaster. It is. It is the KB toaster, as it's affectionately known. It's not the greatest KB toaster on the planet, unfortunately. I did have a look at it. I did notice the damage on it, and I thought, well, if it goes cheap enough, I'll have it, because I've never worked on one and I'd like to have a play with one. It's actually worse than I saw to start with, really. It's got issues. So first thing is that the grill cloth has had it. It's got holes in it. Again, it looks like someone's string vest, really, but it's just deteriorated with age. It's quirky because these are the, I think, volume on and off and tune in. This is long. Well, that's a very, very wibbly wobbly. Long and medium switch doesn't appear to be doing anything. And the dial scale has started to deteriorate. So a lot of the station markings are missing, I think. But you can still see the KB logo. But yeah, really it wants another transfer for the dial plate. On the back, I'm not sure what this card is, whether that should be tight in there or not. I don't know whether that's dropped inside. And we've got a crack in it here, and there's also quite a big crack down in this corner. But I think, is it just 2 screws and this comes out? I think it probably is. AC mains only. So there was a couple versions of this one, wasn't it? So this is an FB10. But I can certainly see inside there's lots of old waxies. So this one hasn't been done, which again is nice. All experience, isn't it? Looks like someone's jammed the mains cord up there somewhere. So let's pop those 2 screws out and we'll have a look. Three screws even. Very Art Deco. Hi Mike, how are you? You've got one of those. Fortunately yours is in good shape. If you like some toast. Have I joined the what? Cysterians? What's that? What on earth is that? So these are very iconic radio. Oh, okay. Maybe it doesn't come out when you undo that then. There's lots of waxage going on in there. That. Look at these monsters. Yuck. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 waxies there. Will that lift out? Yes, I think it will lift out now. I think if we pop it down. Where this is hooked up to, I don't know. Oh, this is a poorly radio. This has sadly been messed with, I think. Oh well. We've got a very dodgy speaker. I can see something shiny in the middle of the speaker. I don't know what's going on there. So the Phantom Fiddler's been in this one, I think. So the speakers... speaker's sort of hanging off, really. Yeah, this is going to be a restoration project and a half, isn't it? I think it probably goes on that one as well, so it's come off of its mounting, but why have we got this hole in the centre here? Again, I've never had one of these, so I've not got a clue, really. Need to get on the terps later. Your Westinghouse refrigerator radio, sounds nice. Can't beat Red Dwarf. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to risk putting this back in its case, to be fair, because it's very sort of fragile. Let's just trying to see if I can. I don't want to snap the dial cord. It's not exactly the easiest turning dial cord I've had. I just want to make so the actual bulb is turning with the. Yeah, it's getting a bit tight. Got a valve that's hanging out there. Is that the output valve or rectifier? I don't know, but it's just hanging in there. There's a 6X5 GT, that one, Brimar. That was literally just resting in there. So it's got a full set of valves. It's absolutely covered in dust. The dial cord is very tight, so I really don't want to go straining on that too much longer. That is a bit of a basket case, to be honest, but there you go. You can't win them all, can you? So let's get that one out of the way and let me knock everything off of the bench. Nice. It's nice. Yeah, so I think that might need a new speaker, that one. And I don't think that's something I'm going to pick up off of another radio, is it? So we have got the CB radio. Let's just have a quick look at that one. This is a realistic. Oh, it's a realistic? I thought it was Midland. So it's a realistic. Okay. It's a realistic TRC 430. This might be AM because it's. Is it AM? I don't know. There's no 2781 sticker on it. So it's a TRC 430. And on the back it's got, starts talking about FCC, so yeah, I think this is an AM set. But this was my question for Harvey, really. Why have we got 3 leads on it? Why have we got some positive, negative, and we've got a white lead in the middle? Make a lamp out of it, yeah. Oh, Cistercian monks, you saw a back shot of your head. You know, Friar Tuck. A back shot of my head? You saying I'm going bold? I don't think I'm going bold. It looks in very good condition. It's got the original mic though, and it was a £5, so there you go. That's one to power up another day. And last, no, is it last? Have we got another one to go? No, this is the last one. The last one is this camcorder. So let's get this one up, and then that'll be it, because that's everything then. So again, this is something else that I took pity on. Again, I think I paid a £5 for this. But I thought it looked rather nice, and I haven't got. I do seem to have a bit of a collection of camcorders. I don't know. Don't ask me why. But it's a video movie JVC system carrying case, and I've just taken this battery out of it, so it's got 9.6 volt, 1000 milliamp hour battery with it. And it's rather nice. It's got quite a lot of bits and pieces with it. It says it's got a cassette adapter. I'm not sure if the cassette adapter's in here. Where's the cassette adapter supposed to be in number? Yeah, sadly, I haven't got the cassette adapter, I don't think. Which is a shame, because you need that to be able to play it back on a home. But it's a GRS 505 JVC Super VHS. Yeah, we haven't got that. So what else we should have? 6 should be cables. Well, there's lots of bits underneath here, so I've not even taken this out yet. But we've got some brand new VHS-C. I've got some SVHS ones, I think, or I might have sold them. So we've got a VHS-C, brand new. It's got £6.95 on it there. So brand new, still in the cellophane. Or is it cellophane? So we've got the key as well, which is good. We've got the charger, which is important. It looks like we've got some AV cables as well, which are like gold dust for these old radios. Oh, radios? Where's a goat? This is not a radio. So I should think so. Might even have a tape in it. Oh. That's quite a nice machine, really. What is that? Oh, that's, is that another battery? So we've got 2 batteries on it. God knows how they fit in. Okay. Like that. Yeah, that one's dead. So there's no screen on it, I don't think, by the looks of it. There's no video in it. But AV out. I would say it's probably quite a high-end one back in the day. So it's high resolution CCD, 470,000 pixels. Full range autofocus, auto macro, hi-fi stereo. Fader, white balance, it's got shutter controls on it. It's got a built-in mic which has got a very powdery sock on it. Needs a new mic sock. Yeah, interesting old bit of video history, really. What's the lens on it? The lens is just a standard lens. I don't think there's anything fancy about that. So, what do we got? F8. It says F8 to 64mm. That's a bit strange. 1 to 1. It might be a 1.4 lens. Anyway, that's something to have a play with another day, really. Just thought I'd show you it when I was at it. So we've got an RF unit. I'll have to have a look at the instructions. So yeah, we might do a bit of videoing with that for a bit of a laugh. See if I can actually get it on the screen for you. I reckon I can. That spare battery, no, that's leads go in there. Okay. So there you are. JVC video recorder, and I think it was a fiver. Don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. And I can't do it back up again now, can I? So what have I done? Have I got that upside down? No, I think that's the right way up. Handle there. It's probably this battery stopping it closing because that's an extra little thing, I think. There we go. So there. I'll have to go out and take some footage of the dogs with it, won't I? People will wonder what the hell I'm doing running around with an old camcorder. Let's just catch up with a chat. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Just catching up. Some Freon for 2 days, clean as a whistle. Freon. Chris is saying it's AM. You don't repair American sets? Well, some maybe. Yeah. Power since wire, I think. Just the bright lights. Yes, it's my grey hair, I think. I don't think it's got a bald spot on the back. You never know. You never know. Compulsive camera buyer, yeah. Radar on the brain. SVHS broadcast quality in 1985, yeah. Surface mount caps will be gone and connector ribbons will need reconnecting. Hell of a job to get into. Thanks. You think the screen is at the side, you pull it out. I've not had the instructions out on it, to be fair, Milling Chip. But we will. We'll do a bit of filming with that. I'll take it out with the dogs or something, and we'll have a laugh. So let's get the advent calendar done, because Mrs. Cruncher will be wanting me to come and finish watching the films. So we're looking for number 7 today. I think we're looking for number 7. Any number 7 spotters? I don't think I could do a live stream with it, Rob, because I don't think it's got an HDMI connection, or I could connect it through my Thunderbolt card, but I'm not sure how that would work. I could probably rig it up as a camera on the stream though. Number 7 then. I'm going to have a look as well. I see it. It's a little one. It's a little one. Okay, we got bottom left for Spanky, and we got Aston with lower parcel. You're both right. It is bottom left, and it is the lower parcel. So let's go in on the lower parcel. It's this bottom parcel here. Let's have a look. What's in and was in and. Oh, okay. We've got a bit. We've got a number 2 posi drive by the looks of it. Yeah, posi drive number 2. Now I need to find the holder. Now what the hell did I do with that? Must have fallen down here. I've just tipped loads of screws in that out of a pot I had on the top here. I've got screws everywhere here now. What have I done with that then? What have you done with that, Graham? So somewhere I've got a bit holder for this. It came in Saturday's advent calendar, didn't it? But I don't know what I've done with it. I don't know what. So much stuff in here at the moment. I can't move. So no doubt it's here somewhere, nice and to hand. No, can't find it for now. Oh well, you know. It's here. It's in the room somewhere. Like I say, it's just finding it. So I'll put that in my box with the rest of it. Let's say it does. I'm sure it sits in its own little. Well, I know it does because I've got the thing here somewhere. It literally is going to be just here. I've got pom-poms everywhere and decorations and all sorts of things going on here. Note to self to find that tomorrow. Anyway, there we are, people. That's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed that. And we're very, very close to 4,000 subs now as well. We're on 3,970. So if you're not subbed, please hit that subscriber button. I'd love to get to that magic 4,000 for Christmas. That would be that would make my day. That would. So hit that subscribe button, people. Don't forget as well to check back on Saturday's video. I'm thinking Sunday was when I got that little bit holder, so that it's gone. It's somewhere here from Sunday's stream, which was shot on Saturday. It's very confusing for me. But yeah, don't forget Saturday's stream. Check back on Saturday's stream and make sure you enter the competition for the power supply. It is UK only, unfortunately. It's a heavy bit of kit. Although it could be posted abroad, it would cost a fortune and it's highly likely to get damaged because it's really heavy. So sadly, it's UK only. So there you go. Surprised you didn't put the holder in the case. I didn't think it would fit in the case, Simon, to be fair. It looked like it was a bit bigger. Is that it there? It looked like it was bigger and it was supposed to go outside the case. I think I did say that on the video, didn't I? So yeah, check out the video and don't forget to enter. Keyword Tenma. Subscribe. Thumbs up. All the rest of it. So I hope you enjoyed that today, people. You've seen now what I've got at the auction. What I need you to do now on this video is just to let me know in the description the order you'd like me to look at them. So if you've got a favourite that you want me to look at next, then let me know. I think tomorrow we'll open the Christmas challenge from Simon tomorrow because I'm intrigued to know what that is. Simon's World has sent me in a box that says Christmas challenge on it. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, in the comments for this video today, just let me know what you think of the bits and pieces that I got on Sunday and what you'd like me to work on, what you'd like to see next, really. So thanks everybody. Have a good one. Stay safe. I'm going down to watch some more Christmas movies with Mrs. Cruncher. So I'll catch up with you probably same time tomorrow. Bye for now.